Hello, my friends. Welcome to season 2 minisode on intuition. We're going to talk about a few things you can do to hone your intuition, to notice your intuition more when it presents itself, and to really work on creating a space where you can tap into your intuition more often than not. So I did a full episode on what are some things that you can notice about intuition when you can notice in your body or around you that will tune you in or tap you into the fact that your intuition's trying to tell you something. And this minisode is about honing your intuition, not so much recognizing it, but how to hone it so you can use it more easily. So this is a minisode from You Don't Know Me podcast, season 2. So here we go. So let me look at my notes here. One of the things that you can do to really tap into your intuition, number one, is to pause, take a pause. I talked about this in the longer video, which I'll link at the end of this video so you can watch it too. But to be able to just pause when something is presented to you and you don't have this immediate yeah, let's do it. Or, if you don't immediately think, yes, oh my gosh, with every fiber of your being, then take a pause, and you can use language like, let's sleep on it and talk about this tomorrow. This is a great idea, but let's sleep on it. Maybe we can refine it and we'll check back in the morning and see how we all feel about it. It could be, I need to think about this for a little bit. Give me an hour or a day or 2 hours or a week or whatever time you think you need. This is important when making decisions like, say you're on a hiring committee at work and everybody kind of feels like, wow, there's 2 really strong candidates, but let's go with this one for whatever reason. Somebody comes with some skill set, somebody's coming with another skill set. Both skill sets would be great, and they're equal. Instead of deciding in that moment, you might propose, let's sleep on it in the morning. If we still feel that candidate is our top candidate, we will go with that, or it could be you're designing a program and you think, oh, it would really be great to do this. But there's also this other thing you could do that would be equal. It'd be really great to have it at this location that's really inspiring, but also it'd be great to hold it, the event in this space because there's more networking opportunities. You can think on it, you can sleep on it, and come back in the morning. If it's things with your personal life, like if someone asks you, hey, do you want to go out on Saturday? And you're just overwhelmed in the moment, you can take a pause. That sounds fun. Let me think about it. Let's talk about it in the morning, whatever it may be. Right? So, take a pause, go inward, let your intuition decide, see if you can tap into that, see what comes out for you. It might be a visual, it might be, some internal dialogue. It might be something you see in the world, whatever it is that might kind of help you guide you to the decision. Another thing that really helps you tune into your intuition is creative expression. So by this, I mean, for one, everyone's creative. I don't care what anybody has told you. I don't care, if people said you don't have any artistic ability and when you were in grade school, they were not telling you the truth because everyone is creative. Everyone has creative tendencies. Everyone can do that. A lot of times when people are told they aren't creative or they don't, they're not good enough in the creative arts, whatever it may be, they tend to then, over time, they stop dreaming. You stop daydreaming, you stop dreaming about what your life could be like because somewhere you feel like you're just not good enough in the creative arts. And that's a real disservice to you and everybody else who's feeling that way, because art is an expression of self and it's subjective. Somebody will love something, another person will hate it. It's subjective. So your art is neither horrible nor not good enough. It's just your art. So in using creative expression, you can sometimes really tap into your intuition. Like if you're just free flow writing, that's why journaling is popular. You're just free flow writing. You might write something you had no idea you thought. And then you're like, whoa, that's your intuition. You might be talking to somebody, saying something. Maybe you're doing a kind of off the cuff presentation and you say something that you didn't know was in there. That's your intuition. You might be doodling while you're on a phone call and you draw something that reminds you of something else or gives you the answer to a question you were working on. That's your intuition. So it's really, really important to tap into that, carry a sketchbook with you, doodle at work, while you're on the phone or doing something else, take some time to maybe do some writing or, in one podcast, I say, talk to yourself in the mirror or whatever it is, in the morning and see what comes out. That's your intuition. Another thing that I think is really fun is to take just take 5 minutes to go inside. You don't have to meditate if that's not really for you, but you can do something like, I'm going to take 5 minutes, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to imagine that place I went to last week that I really, really loved, that park I was at. I'm going to notice all the things about it. What birds were there? What flowers were there? Where did I go? Who did I see? Did I eat anything while I was there? I'm just going to relive that experience. And sometimes in just imagining that in your mind, answers will come to you through your intuition. So it's just taking the moments to create something inside of your brain, even if you never put it to paper or anywhere else, just in your own mind, you're creating something, I do this all the time. Like, oh, well, if I had my dream living room, what would it look like? Or I have my dream, if I'm going to, my dream location, what would that look like? What would I be doing? What would I be wearing? What am I sitting in? What am I standing in? Am I walking? Am I wearing shoes? What does it smell like? Etc. Just doing that. That's very creative. So finding what the modality is for you, and maybe it's more than one, maybe you free flow write, maybe you doodle, and maybe you also imagine things, but notice it, if you're watching TV or things like that, or, you're scrolling through your feed and you see something that you find inspiring or interesting, notice it, pause, and ask yourself, why did I notice this? Why is this important to me? What is it? Maybe it's the color of the person's shirt. Wow, that fuchsia color is so beautiful. It reminds me of the ocean. Whoa. I was trying to decide if I should take this job that's over by the ocean, or whatever. It's just clues. So just noticing. Also noticing out in the world things that you're drawn to. Why are you drawn to them? What is it about them that draws you in, and why? Do some contemplation on that. Another thing that really helps get you into your intuition is listening to music. You can listen to your favorite music that you like. You can you can just kind of not overthink it. What music are you going to listen to that day? Are you just drawn to intrinsically? Today, I'm going to listen to this, and you don't think anything of it, But a lot of us will go to listen to music and then be like, well, but so-and-so's here, and they'll think it's stupid that I'm listening to that. And, we have this internal dialogue about what we should be listening to and shouldn't be listening to. And, I really love this song, but everybody thinks it's horrible. That kind of stuff kind of enters your brain and you don't listen to it, but override that and listen to something like, oh, you know what? I really feel like I need to listen to this. Do it. Or a lot of times I listen to music that's a particular hertz, something like that. I just listen to that and close my eyes. Sometimes I close my eyes or I sit out in nature and I just listen to that particular wavelength of music and things will come to you. It's just getting in tune with your intuition. It's learning to pause. It's learning to listen to yourself and look at the art you create and being a little bit more creative in certain ways, however can. It might be just coloring with your kids, whatever works out for you, do it, and then take some time to go inside. Like the shower is a great place for just taking 5 minutes to go inside because we're so automatic pilot when we're there. There's water. It's just us, we're just there with our own thoughts in that moment, and take that moment to go inside and, imagine something like, wow, I'm just going to imagine this is a waterfall and I'm in the tropics and, whatever it may be. Wow, it smells like this and oh, it's so good. And, whatever it is, just take the time to do that. If that's the time that you have, take a class, whatever it is that you've been wanting to do creatively, do it. Maybe it's a dance class, maybe it's improv, maybe it's, going to open mic, whatever, maybe it's just doing something yourself, learning piano or drawing on random pieces of paper or repainting your living room and just imagining what colors that might be or anything like that. And music and other art, just exposing yourself to other art out there. It's everywhere. Music is everywhere. There's graphic arts everywhere you look. You can't not look at something that was made by a graphic artist during your day over and over and over and over again. Why does that appeal to you? What's interesting about it? What do you like? It might just be the color alone. It might be the shape. It might be, it reminds you of something else, whatever it may be, and note it. And just be, in tune with your body. Your body, your intuition will tell you through your body. Oh, my stomach's queasy. Maybe not such a good decision, right? Oh, I feel ecstatic. Great decision. That type of thing. So those are the things that will help you hone your intuition. Take a pause when you need to. Be creative. Have some creative expression, whatever it may be. Take 5 minutes to go inside and imagine something. A scene, whatever, what job you want, your ideal job, your ideal relationship, whatever it may be. Listen to music and explore other arts. So there you are. If you do those things pretty consistently, and writing and talking, you'll be amazed at the stuff you say or write down that you had no idea you even knew about or cared about or thought about. That's your intuition. So that's how you get in touch with your intuition, your inner self. I hope that helped you. It's important to make the distinction between intuition and your ego or your instincts. And we talk about that in another video, which I will link here. And until then, take good care. I love you. I support you. Have a good day.